All right. Looks like we are live. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Technology is my favorite. All right. If anyone can hear me that's on Zoom, I would love a note here on the chat to confirm that. And there's Rhonda. Okay, let's get you on here, Rhonda. And we'll get started here right sharply at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right. Rhonda, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Excellent. Yes, I can. It's always nice to get some feedback that everything's working. All right, good deal. Let's get you up on the big screen here. We'll jump right in because it's 9 o'clock. Welcome to everyone. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you. Welcome to everybody that's watching, whether you are watching on our Facebook page at Oil Shares with Deanna Nichols, or if you are watching via Zoom, or if you happen to be watching the replay on our YouTube channel. If you are one of the YouTube people, we would like to ask you to hit that red subscribe button right below you so that you're notified whenever there's new content. And guess what? There's new content every week because every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, we go live on Facebook at facebook.com/oil shares, SHARES. And guests are absolutely welcome. People from our team are welcome. People who are on other doTERRA teams are welcome. And we do offer a giveaway every Sunday. And so if you're watching and you're a first-time guest and you are not a doTERRA member, or you recently joined the Oil Shares team, that's this team, let's say in the last 30 days, so maybe sometime in April, or the first few days of May, we'll count that too, then just comment in on the live thread if you're watching on Facebook and tell us that you're a guest or a newbie and who helped you get started or who invited you to watch. If you're watching via Zoom, you obviously can't comment live on the thread, can you? So send us an email at oilshares, SHARES, gift @gmail.com, subject magic beans. Make sure you tell us your name, your mailing address, just in case you win, and whether you're a guest or a newbie, and who invited you. All right. So we're going to be talking tonight about one of my favorite doTERRA starter kits. And don't worry if you already have a doTERRA membership, these oils are good to have in your home as well. And we do sell this kit as something that you can purchase on your loyalty rewards as well. There are 8 essential oils and a diffuser in here that can be used together as a set, or they can be used separately. Yep, Rhonda's holding it up right there. The really cool thing is that if you don't have a doTERRA membership, in about 28 minutes, you're going to find out why you want to have a doTERRA membership. And when you start your doTERRA membership in the month of May with any starter kit, including this one we're getting ready to tell you about, you have the opportunity to get a really, really cool special promotion. And if you purchase again in the next month with another $100 order, you're going to automatically receive our most commonly reordered product that we sell, which is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Okay, it is a set of supplements, a 3-pack of supplements that's going to help you immensely. It's got almost somewhere around $900 of nutrition in there. There is bioavailable nutrients in there. So that means that you're going to spend your money on a supplement and it's actually going to get utilized by your body instead of just kind of making its way through your digestive system and doing you no good at all. And we have lots and lots of people who love and use this product. In fact, 82% of people who use it for 30 days can keep on using it for life. And if you do try it for 30 days and you're like, something happens and you don't like it, it's okay because you get your money back. I don't know about you, Rhonda. I have actually never personally met anybody who, or even heard of anybody specific that's actually ever asked for their money back.
No.
So I don't know what the other 18.
I was going to say, my mother tried.
Say it again.
Didn't think it made a difference. And within 4 days, she was begging for some more from me until she could get a new order in. So I've never met anybody.
Exactly. And that's, yes. And I was one of those people like your mom that thought that it had not helped me. And then I tried to stop after 30 days. And on day 3, I was like, just kidding, I'm going to take it, because I realized very slowly how it had built up over time in my body to where like it was giving me energy and it was making me not be crazy. And I was able to sleep through the night. So we're going to hear from one of our top leaders in our team today. She's going to tell you a little bit about Lifelong Vitality Pack, but I want you to have it for free. And so guess what? I'm going to do a giveaway starting tomorrow. I'm giving away a pack of Lifelong Vitality Pack. It's like around $160 value, somewhere around there. And I'm going to be giving you opportunities to enter a giveaway, no purchase required. You can enter here on this Facebook page, facebook.com/oilshares. You can enter on Instagram at oilshares. And so tomorrow you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled for that giveaway, because it's a chance for anybody to win. And so I am in love with this product, and I want everybody to learn about it. So let's jump in and talk about these products. And then before you leave tonight, we promise to tell you how to make sure that you can get your hands on this free product as well. All right. So Ronda is a friend of mine. She also is she is now an official guest of the Nichols Hotel. She lives just down the road from me a little piece here in Virginia, and she was one of the very first people that said yes to my crazy plan of getting essential oils in as many homes of my friends and family as I could. And I think the next day after she said yes, she brought a friend immediately to the team and started building her own group and her own community. She's just passionate about whenever something helps her, she wants other people to know about it. And these have made a remarkable difference in her life. I can't think of a more reliable person than Ronda. She is one of my top leaders. I can always count on her. She might even be overly responsible. She takes on other people's responsibilities and does it with a smile and a positive attitude, and is just somebody that I can always count on. One time, a couple years ago, I hit my head really hard. I got hit by a truck, literally, and couldn't work for several months. And Ronda just really took up the mantle and kind of, in many ways, ran my business for me, made sure everything kept going smoothly, and nobody even asked her to do that. She's just that kind of person. So if she's sharing with you tonight, just know that it's from her heart, and that she's got plenty of experience. She's got one of the largest teams, if not the largest team, within my doTERRA team. And so she's just an excellent leader. So she's going to share with us about these 8 oils, and I'm going to interrupt her frequently with random comments. That's pretty much how this works.
Sounds great. But I have to admit, the Aroma Touch diffuser kit is one of my favorite. I love the Aroma Touch technique. And so that's the neat thing is you can use it both as the technique and share with people in that manner, as well as being able to diffuse it in your home to help with various emotion situations like that. And so tonight, I kind of themed it relax and renew. And as Deanna knows, my life has been anything but relaxing. And so I actually have balance diffusing in my home right now, just because I need to just bring my world back into a balance. And so, starting with that is one of the first oils. Typically, when you do an Aroma Touch, you use the first 2 oils you would use are Balance and Lavender. And I like using the Balance. It's a grounding oil, and it helps to just bring your body, I say, into submission, but just it helps pull everything together. It is great to just calm the mind and calm the body. I actually apply Balance every day. It's one of my oils in my daily regimen that I do for myself. Yes, behind the ears, behind the neck, and on my wrist, my pulse points, because I like being able to help get my body focused and ready for the day. And so with Balance, that is one of the many ways I like to use it. And it just helps to create that grounding sense in your body. It's a blend of some tree oils. And so as we know, those are very great for grounding, and it's a good way to settle your body. And that's one thing I love out there at the Nichols Airbnb, that they're out in the countryside where you can get that grounding. it was a little wet when I stopped by the other day, but I imagine it's beautiful to walk out through the grass in your bare feet. Just
Yes.
because of getting that grounding sense. The other oil that we use with that is the lavender. And Deanna had shown that a moment ago. And lavender is a good calming oil. And we're going to zoom right in. But lavender is a wonderful calming oil. But it's also known as the oil of communication. And I have found for those that are familiar with your chakras, that applying it to your throat chakra helps with your communication skills. I know Dan has actually done a little bit more with this than I have with doing. I'm just really getting started trying to understand using my chakras more. So I really enjoy being able to work developing that.
And if you are like, if the word chakra freaks you out, and just scratch that entire word from your vocabulary, because it doesn't matter what you call it. Like in certain cultures, they're referred to as chakras, but it's really just like energy centers of your body where certain things are located. So if you think about like this section of your body, it's your throat. It's like where your voice box is. It's also like your ears, your jaw, your actual mouth is all located in that area. And so sometimes if you're having trouble with like your ears, for example, I was working with somebody the other day that was having a clogged ear, and I'm a kinesiologist, so I do a lot of work with emotions and trapped emotions. And I discovered that I think they were dealing with some stressful situations where there was something they really didn't want to listen to anymore that was stressing them out. And so we actually use some oils that are used in this area of the body, and it actually helped the ear to unclog. So it's just, our bodies are really fearfully and wonderfully made. And the more we learn about how I believe that there's a divine creator, and he actually tied in his creation of plants to the human body. And he's provided us in the creation story in Genesis, it says like every herb yielding seed was like for food and for medicine for us. And so that goes to emotional healing as well as physical. So Rhonda's absolutely right. If you're struggling, maybe you have some issues like you have a scratchy throat or you've lost your voice temporarily, think about it a little bit more figuratively as well, because there might be something emotional going on. And so lavender would be a fantastic oil. And I just want to add on to balance that if you struggle like I do with being an very intense personality, let's say that nicely about myself. I'm just pretty intense, and I can go to 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. And so I try to keep myself a little bit more balanced and not have such big reactions to things. And balance really helps me with that. And I'm reminded very quickly by 11 or 12 o'clock in the morning if I have forgotten somehow to use it. I'm just reminded by how I find myself reacting or how people are looking at me a little bit like, whoa. And then I realize, oh yeah, I should use my balance. So it is a very important part of your day, kind of like, sunshine and air and balance. You got to have those to function.
Yes, definitely. And so when you're doing the aroma touch technique, those are the first 2 oils that you use when using this, when you're applying them on the spine. And so as we've talked about, we're diffusing these in our home or on our bodies, because our bodies are, a wonderful portable diffuser. And so,
yes.
and the neat thing is we're getting the benefit, but often those that are around us are also getting the benefit from the oils that we are wearing, because we become that human diffuser. So if you're a teacher, those are great oils as well to be wearing around your students, because it can also help create a more calming environment in the classroom, a more focused, grounded learning area. I teach Sunday school, and so it does help, the children come in and, maybe they were running late, so they ate a donut or Pop-Tart on their way into church and they're bouncing on the sugar. And I had a little girl this morning.
Thanks, parents.
Soda, I had a little girl this morning with the bottle of soda to church. I'm like, that's nice, honey. We're going to set this over here till church is over.
Good thinking.
couple oils that we would use are Melaleuca and On Guard. Once again, these are a couple of our best friends year round, depending on what's going on in our life. Melaleuca also is, we now refer to it as the tea tree oil. That's what it is. It's a tea tree oil. So some people are more familiar with that word. And this is an oil that's really good for your energetic boundaries. It is distinct, but yet it works great as a disinfectant. It helps to clear those negative energies that are around us. Exactly. I like to diffuse it up in my hair. I put that in the On Guard. I'll rub it on my hand and just rub it through my hair because of the fact that they help to take away that negativity that and unless you are in the confines of your home in a happy bubble place, you're going to find negativity no matter where you go. You can go to
I got news for you. Even if you are in the confines of your home, there can still be the need for boundaries. Like if you've got a grumpy person in your home with you at the moment, sometimes I'm the grumpy person. I'm not saying it's never me. But if it's somebody else in the family and I don't want to be like, trying to feel like it's my job to fix that, like I have to fix their grumpiness or I have to be responsible for their happiness. That's not my job. I got to be responsible for myself. And so Melaleuca has been a huge lifesaver for me because my tendency is to fix everyone's problems for them, whether they like it or not. And it's a big weight to carry around with you physically and literally. I mean, figuratively and literally. So thank you. And so I do inhale it and I do kind of just get it all around my space and I love the in your hair idea. That's fantastic. But just because you're at home, don't think that you don't need to protect your boundaries there. Sometimes that can be the worst place. Yes. If you're in your bubble, so just make yourself a Melaleuca bubble and then you'll be good.
Exactly. So, Melaleuca is wonderful for that. It helps to get rid of that negativity. And then the On Guard is known as our protective blend. And once again, it helps protect you to ward off, to keep away all that negative energy, that negative influence that's coming around you. Because, we have fiery darts being shot at us on a regular basis. No matter who you are, what you're doing, there is something that's coming at you, whether you're ready for it or not. And the combination of these oils help keep you from that.
Yeah. And I'll tell you a quick story because we're sometimes I can be loquacious and also I can talk a lot. So I want to try to be quick. But one time this is a horrible story really, but I lived in Florida, mind you. So cockroaches in Florida are much more prevalent than they are in other parts of the country. They're like, everybody has cockroaches at some point in their house. Well, it was a very, very unusually cold night. And I guess a cockroach was like, oh my gosh, it's the apocalypse. It shouldn't be this cold. And it tried to come into the house and it came in and bit me on the shoulder blade while I was sleeping. Let that sink in for a minute. So if you want to just like shock the very like core of your existence of feeling safe in your bed, that will do it right there. Yeah. I freaked out. I got so freaked out that I started researching what oils would repel cockroaches. And I found that like cinnamon and clove were ones, and they were both in On Guard. And so what I started doing is before bed every night, I would get a spray bottle with On Guard and I would spray the entire perimeter of my bed skirt, around my son's crib, like everything. And I think after I began to understand more about what Ronda was just talking about how like these spice oils help you to feel safe and protected, it wasn't only that it was like repelling those insects, it was making me feel safe. Like I could go to sleep and I didn't have to worry about being munched on by cockroaches. Like I could sleep peacefully. And so I think there was some emotional benefit there in addition to the actual benefit of like repelling the insects. And it's the same way with bugs, like health type bugs, like cooties, things that make you feel like you're unwell. It works the same way. It like helps your immune system to feel safe. Like it doesn't have to be on high alert all the time, ready to zap everything, including hair follicles. And so your hair falls out, or including, like pollen. Like plants are not trying to kill us, everybody. They're just not. They're not really trying to kill us. So we just need to let our immune system know about that. And so On Guard is a really good daily health habit, emotionally and physically.
Yes.
And for bugs, apparently.
So I'm trying to move along because I want to definitely get to the stuff that for this month, and I want to give Roxanne an opportunity to share about the LLV, because to me, the combination of this kit with the LLV, it's a rock star combination. So the next two oils I want to talk about are the Aroma Touch and Deep Blue. These would be the next set of oils that we would use if we were applying an Aroma Touch. And the nice thing is the Aroma Touch oil is also referred to as the massage blend. It's an oil of relaxation. That's where we got to relax and renew. You're kind of talking through this, you're kind of seeing how it's helping our bodies to calm down, to settle down. We're resetting our body to face a new day or finish off the day that we're in. So with the oil of relaxation, it is wonderful in the sense that it helps to release that tenseness, that stress, and yes, I know stress spelled backwards is desserts, or desserts spelled backwards stress, whichever way you want to do it. But, if all else fails, go get a piece of Deanna's cake that she made for John, and that'll solve everything.
That's right.
But the massage blend is wonderful for just helping your body to calm down, to relax, to settle in. And then with that, like I say, is the Deep Blue that we use, which is also known as the soothing blend. But and think about it, when we're soothing something, what are we doing? We're trying to fix. When you're trying to soothe your child, it's because something's gone wrong. And that's what this oil is great for. It is wonderful for helping to soothe pain. Not just your physical pain from when you're working out, because that's typically what we think of with Deep Blue, but it's great for helping to heal those inner wounds. Some of you out here may have never gone through anything traumatic in your past. Some of us have gone through more than our fair share. And I really believe, I don't remember who it was, somebody had typed in that lavender makes them sleepy. And I understand that. I can't use lavender far as to help me to go to sleep. That's not a good fit for me. But the Deep Blue is. I can actually put the Deep Blue rub like up here on my shoulders, around my neck. And I had some traumatic past. And I find that helps me fall asleep much better than anything else, because it gives me that sense of protection, like we were talking about with the other oils. But I really believe it's because of its soothing properties that helps to heal the wounds that I have inside. And so Deep Blue, I love in that fashion. Like I say, we think of it for our muscles and aches and pains when we're working out, or doing lots of yard work and various activities like that. And we forget the wonderful emotional properties of these oils. And that is one that, we don't share enough about, the benefits of it emotionally, because there are so many of us out here hurting, and we forget what's really good to help us. And so that's just a little side note from me, from my heart, because it's something it's very near and dear to my heart. So that's what I love about the Deep Blue. It helps us to learn to, how to help to calm or to soothe those emotional wounds. But it also helps us to accept various situations and be able to handle them in a more calming manner instead of overreacting. And I'm sure nobody else ever overreacts. I'm sure it's just a Ronda thing. Okay. Now, I know Deanna doesn't. And then the final two oils that we would use are wild orange and peppermint. And where do I begin with those? These two are wonderful. They're like a couple of my very best friends. Wild orange is also known as the oil of abundance. And I mean, think about when you say wild orange, just right now, take the time and just say the word wild orange. What happens inside of you? What is your facial features doing? I mean, really, think about it. It's uplifting. Wild orange, wild orange. I mean, if you have to force yourself to frown to say it, if you really don't want to smile. And that is the wonderful thing with wild orange. It creates creativity. It makes it, a very, very positive mood. Deanna showed us how she applies it. I like to put it in my water. So there's so many great ways that we can use the wild orange emotionally. Yes. You get that with your kid. Yep. I like to diffuse wild orange and peppermint together in the mornings. It's a great way to start your day. It's clean, it's fresh, and it's just energizing. So that is one of the things I love about that combination of oils, is being able to do that. And then with peppermint, no, Deanna, my blood sugar is okay. It's just telling me my battery's low.
I was about to say, I'll be taking over for the rest of that's funny. I'm just glad I'm not, I was about to say I'm glad it's you and not my husband, but I'm really not glad it's anybody. It was just my first thought is like, oh no.
It's just my battery's low on the receiver.
Okay.
But, for those of you all don't know, I'm a type 1 diabetic as well as Deanna's husband, John. And so we both have the same Dexcom 6 sensor. And so
yes.
if you hear a beep,
so you hear that sound and you're just like on high alert.
Yep. I don't know how she slept the other night. She had 2 of us in the house with those silly things.
Oh.
I'm sure she did a real good job. But peppermint is the oil of a buoyant heart. It brings joy. It brings fullness. It brings soothing to the soul. Peppermint is great for, we think about using it as a cooling oil or things like that. But emotionally, people use it. It says to avoid dealing with pain.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, that sounds like it's a bad idea, but I'm going to tell you something that might help you. Okay. So if you're my age, which is of course very young, but if you're my age or older, for sure you will understand this reference. Have you ever seen those commercials for York peppermint patties where somebody will like bite into a York peppermint patty and suddenly they're like skiing in the Alps or something, and they like escape to this amazing place where it's beautiful and refreshing? That's kind of what happens emotionally with peppermint, is you get that York peppermint patty experience where you're just like transported temporarily away from your pain. Sometimes you're in the middle of a situation, like sometimes you put your hand on the stove and you're like, ouch, and then you can stop. But sometimes you're in the middle of a life circumstance and you don't have that option. You can't make it stop. You're on this ride right now and this is happening to you. And so sometimes peppermint can just provide you a temporary escape from your pain, to just give you a moment to just kind of transport yourself away. And so if you need that York peppermint patty moment, then the peppermint oil, it's great to diffuse it or inhale it. Kind of like I was doing, you can inhale it through the mouth. And so that's kind of, I think, more what that means. It's not like, don't be in denial about your problems. Like, right. Don't keep your hand on the stove if it hurts. But when you can't control the circumstances around you, you can give yourself a little break and let yourself recover and rest, and that's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, but I just
no,
saw an opening.
Then that's what I was saying. It helps to take care of that disheartened feeling. Yeah. That feeling of overwhelm, depression type, where you just feel like all the world is sitting on your shoulders and you have no control. And right. it does. It helps you to just get that breath of fresh air, just be able to get that little extra oomph to get through. Because we all need that little extra to get up over that speed bump sometimes. And that's what peppermint
Hallelujah,
does.
that's right.
Up over that speed bump.
Hallelujah.
Yes. So,
Well,
as
you
I
may
said,
have, oh, go ahead. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, I
Yeah,
wanted
you
to
can introduce her. Sorry, we're trying to talk over each other. There's this lovely thing called a time delay with the fantastic internet that I have, but you may have seen a third person's face pop up, and that's because we have our lovely friend Roxanne joining us. Roxanne is, I think Roxanne is an absolute genius. Like, she just knows a lot about natural health and nutrition. And so whatever she's about to tell you about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, I would probably go ahead and write it down, because she's just really a great teacher and educator about natural products. And Roxanne's also one of the top leaders in our Oil Shares team. She's from the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area. She helps approximately 517 people per month to get started with doTERRA. And so she's just a really go-getter trying to help people with their health. And so Roxanne wanted to share a little bit about why it's so cool that you have the opportunity to get this for free.
Am I on?
Can
you hear me?
You are.
Okay.
We can.
First, I just want to say that thanks for having me here tonight. Every single time I listen to one of your Zooms, I learn something new. Like, here I am writing down peppermint, about a joyous heart and soothing the soul. Like, that's an oil I teach probably 6 times a week. And I'm so thankful to have that nugget, because every time we participate in these Zooms, we learn a new nugget, and that's what it's all about. So what I am here, and Deanna, your glasses are on point. I love the purple glasses so much. So I talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I kind of shifted the way that I teach to be more about foundational health, because I think doTERRA would feel the same way. Don't put an oil Band-Aid on a systemic problem. So I do like to teach foundational health. So when we say foundational health, what does that even mean? What does that look like? There are 3 parts to the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and each of those parts functions in a really specific way. And I could just read off ingredients to you, and you may be like, oh, I've heard of that before. Oh, I've heard of that before. That seems logical. I want that in my life, but it may not necessarily, it's not logical to buy all of those things and put them on your shelf. It is logical to put it all together in one very simple format so that you can take it multiple times a day for its bioavailability. So when I teach the Lifelong Vitality Pack as a class, it's like an 1.5 to 2 hour class. I'm going to super condense it to the key points that I think are very important that you're aware of. The reason that the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack works so incredibly well is because it is bioavailable, micronutrient, consistent dosing. And what that even means is when you take, like, let's just say you take a generic CVS vitamin, and it's encased in this poly shell that is very hard, and your body can't even break through that shell to get to the vitamins and minerals that are inside. And then those vitamins and minerals are, while they're important, you surely are not getting 100% use of your daily value, because your body doesn't know what to do with that bombardment of large quantities of minerals, vitamins, and nutrients. And actually, generic vitamins do not contain food nutrients. They are a basic mineral and vitamin, which is important if you can even get it in your body and not pee and poop it out. So when I say bioavailable, I just want to say what that even means, because this is what sets the Lifelong Vitality Pack apart from like everybody else on earth. When minerals and vitamins are modified to be put inside a very loosely packed vitamin a glyco.
If you all just bear with us, Roxanne will be back in a moment.
All right, can you still hear me?
I can hear you, Deanna. I think it's just Roxanne.
Okay, Roxanne, if you can hear us, you are frozen right now. Roxanne was telling you about the glycoprotein matrix, which is it is the format by which we basically get all of these amazing nutrients. I told you, like $900 and some worth of nutrients into these pills to where you can take them and your body can use them. And the glycoprotein matrix that we use is very unique, and it kind of pre-digests it so that your body knows what to do with it when you swallow the pills. So I'm pretty sure that's what she was about to tell you about. I don't know if we'll be able to get her back, and we're running out of time, but you can see that this is a very unique set of supplements. And even though there are people out there that claim to have these high quality supplements like we do, I can tell you one thing that they for sure do not have, and that is certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils in their supplements as well. So in addition to being a really top-notch bioavailable source of micronutrients that come from real foods, we also are giving you the best essential oils, and you're getting those in your Lifelong Vitality Pack. So again, how you would get that is you would choose in for a starter kit of some sort. We talked about the one that Rhonda was going over tonight, the Aroma Touch Diffused Kit. You get 8 oils and a diffuser and a free membership to doTERRA. Any of the starter kits come with that free membership. That one also does come with a diffuser. And most of them do come with a diffuser. And with your membership, you get 25% off the retail price. That's like a quarter less than what you would be spending if you were just buying retail. So friends, do not let friends buy retail, okay? Keep your 25%, use it to get more stuff that your family needs. And then you're gonna be able to get below wholesale as a member as well, because you get an additional 10 to 30% back on future orders, free shipping rewards, and bundle pricing, where when you bundle things together, you get them at a deeper discount. This is our best bundle product, and when you are a member, you can get this at almost half price, and you have the ability to add 3 additional supplements at a massive discount to that pack. If you have more than one person in your family that wants to take this, that's going to be really helpful for your pocketbook. Or if you just want to add other things on, like our digestive enzymes or our probiotics or many other things that we offer. So you're going to get a chance, if you're brand new, to choose your starter kit, place another order next month, and then automatically get this to try this for free. That is an incredible deal. Even as a member with the bundle, this is still around $80. So it is a fantastic freebie that you're able to get. So jump on board that train. The person that invited you to watch this video is the person that's going to help you get that membership set up and get you started and help you choose the one that's right for you. So make sure you contact them. If you're not a member, make sure you've commented on the video or sent an email to oilsharesgift@gmail.com to let us know that you're here and that you're not a doTERRA member, and that you might be able to enter into a drawing to win a roller bottle remedy as well. Stay tuned tomorrow, which is May the 6th, on Oil Shares with Deanna Nichols, or on Oil Shares on Instagram. You're gonna have a chance to enter a drawing to win this Lifelong Vitality Pack. So one way or another, we're going to get this to you free. Even if you're already a doTERRA member, you can enter that drawing. And we want to hear your experiences about why you love this product. I mean, out of millions and millions of people, if 82% of them are using this product, there must be a reason. So we want to hear all your amazing stories. We're going to give you a chance to tell them and enter to win a 30-day supply, which is super, super cool. So Rhonda, thank you so much for everything that you've taught us tonight. I love the focus on a lot of the emotions tonight. Roxanne, you only got to say about half of what you wanted to say, but it was already genius. And I feel even more excited about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, having heard from you. We'll be back here next week. Next week is Mother's Day, and so we're going to have a really special treat for you. You're going to get to hear from some mothers and daughters that do doTERRA together. They like use the oils together. Some of them do the business together, but you're going to get to hear from lots of different ones on our team. I can tell you right now that my mom will be on, and that you'll get to hear from one of our silver leaders up in Michigan, Kayla Radloff, as well, and her mom. And hopefully we'll get to hear from some mothers and daughters from all over the country, and it's going to be super cool. And we're going to do some giveaways for moms that are watching. So be sure to tell your friends about that. And if you want to get a free reminder so you don't forget to join us, you can go to remind.com/join/oil newbie, NEWBIE. Just put in your first name and your number, and we'll send you a text so you don't forget where to go. And there's Roxanne. We just said all these wonderful things about you as we're closing here. So I'm sorry we got cut off. It's probably the internet. But I definitely think that we should have you back on just to talk about Lifelong Vitality one week, seriously, because there's so much that people don't realize about the amazingness of this product, and we definitely need to hear more about it. So let's go ahead and figure out a time in the next month or a couple of weeks when we can talk about, have Roxanne on just to talk about the Lifelong Vitality, because it's an amazing, amazing product. Thank you both for being here, and we'll see you back here next Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Essential oils are not magic beans, but they can help you relax and renew. Thanks for watching. See you guys.
Night. Shine on.